RC-7 Skytrain, as the aircraft was known to the US Army Air Forces, in the Indian theatre in 1942, and it went on to operate some 1,900 Dakotas, using them in evacuate 8 casualties to India in April 1943. Getting into formation, ready to start their display. And it's also a country whose military has never before been represented in a Duxford show, in spite of very close military links. And here they are, the 2026 Royal Jordanian Falcons. Box formation, executing a quarter-clover lead. The western end of the display line into a wing over. And we now see them transition out of box formation into T for Tango formation. You can see the wingmen have moved up and forward into line abreast with the leader for a loop. And dropping back once again into the box. And from that into a half Cuban 8 manoeuvre, but pushing out. A lot of negative G being experienced by the 4 pilots, very uncomfortable for them, but staying in perfect formation for a manoeuvre they call the push and pull. There they are, pulling through. But on the deck. And it's another half Cuban and also exiting inverted into an inverted pass with an inverted turn, showing the top side of the aeroplane. 2026 by Captain Jamil Zayyad, who first joined the Royal Jordanian Falcons in 2002. He became leader 3 years later, the team's director in 2012, and he's currently the director of operations as well as the team leader. He joined the Royal Jordanian Air Force in 1992 and graduated from the King Hussein Air College in 1995 as a fighter pilot. He's flown the Northrop F5 and the Dassault Mirage F1 in the course of his frontline career. He's got more than 3,400 hours of flight time in his logbooks. Now we see the team splitting into two pairs as they fly away from us. And it's their salute to you as they run in towards each other to complete the Falcon's heart.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
Display line.
They've just got their new planes, didn't they? Yeah. The other one's decommissioned now, so you're going to see us one more time. Whereabouts?
I forgot they did that.
The first session of summer aerobatics from the extra EA330LX. .315 horsepower from the Lycoming engine and an aircraft of very lightweight give this aeroplane startling aerobatic performance. The 330LX stretched to between plus and minus 10 G. The latest of the family of aircraft created by the German aerobatic pilot and aeronautical engineer Ahmed.
That isn't right, is it?
This is premium display. On your left.
Shut up, man.
Entertains us closer to, look away to the right-hand end of the airfield on the 45-degree line as the three aircraft pull up from beautifully synchronized. And now we'll see the leader and the right wingman going into mirror formation and the left wingman of the team executing barrel rolls around their smoke. Wingman for this year is F5 as well. And now a short section of freestyle aerobatic manoeuvres from the solo man for 2026. This is Sharif Hatouk, something of a veteran of the Royal Jordanian Air Force, having joined in 1985. He became a display pilot on the team in 2016, and he's currently the Falcons chief pilot. He's flown not just the Northrop F5, but also the Qudah Airbus crosses with the free shift formation. as they pull up in Vic for a cloverleaf manoeuvre rolling to the right. And a downward split.
Oh, you know this.
Now some more solo aerobatics while the three-ship formation gets together. It was at the late His Majesty King Hussein bin Talal's initiative that the Royal Jordanian Falcons were established in 1976, then flying the Pitts Specials aerobatic biplane. He wanted to promote Jordan and strengthen international friendship through aviation, and that he did as a keen aviator himself. And ever since then, in the Red Sea region, continuing to be supported by His Majesty King Abdullah II and supervised by their honorary president, His Royal Highness Prince Faisal bin Al Hussein. Now, as I say, the team comes from the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, and if you look out in front of you, you can see the three-ship formation setting up for one of the signature manoeuvres of the display. Head on towards us. It's time for the Hashemite break.
It's like a Hannah brain on steroids. Yeah.
Stall turns being pulled by the action now to the right and left. And the crossover rolling briefly onto the night display centre. As the third aircraft dives in from the team is supported by the Aqaba Development Corporation, and they're the Expert 300 with variant then, readiness for the 1992 display season. And it was in 2018 that they converted to the very potent 330 LX model that we now see, which has brought a very dynamic new dimension to their displays. He joined the Royal Jordanian Air Force in 2003. He's another graduate of the King Hussein Air College, flying first the F5 and then in 2030. He's rejoined the team for a second spell since 2024, initially as the team's safety pilot and now as the right wingman. The solo chasing down the main formation, ready to rejoin as a four-ship for the final few manoeuvres of the display. Haddad, engineers Tayyar El-Shufi, Mohammad Qoul and Amjad Zata. Now back in the four-ship box formation in which they started the display and performing a very challenging box formation slow roll. This requiring a very, very deft touch on the controls, tremendous control concentration, especially when performing so naturally with such which they use to reposition on what they call the B-axis. The A-axis is the one parallel to the main runway. The B-axis is at right angles to that and adjusting into Concord formation for their final flourish. These are the 2026 Royal Jordanian Falcons and this is their Concord fan break. And our thanks to the four pilots, Jamil Zayyad, Qudah, Mohammad Qoul and Sharif Hatouk, along with the General Manager Riyad Ayub and the safety pilot and reserve pilot Farah Mirage. But now we're going to change the theme somewhat, and it's part one of a little scenario made up of